Hello, hello. Welcome again to Ace Attorney. We are here to question our fellow childhood friend, Laurice. Excuse me, Miss Adrian. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes, so say it. There are two things which I need to ask you before we can. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, right? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either your sister Bikini is lying. Miss Adrian, as I said yesterday, until the incident occurred, I was in my room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing then. At night, the temple's nobody was using between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder, sometimes between 10:30 and 11 PM that night. Where is the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to the Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edward. 5? Iris, God fucking damn it. I can't tell you about that yet. Not until her safety is confirmed. Her? The safety of the acolyte. The acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Deoxnim? No matter where what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought. No psychologues. Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You will discover this for yourself soon enough. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Oh ho. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Kammer, where is the witness? I have absolutely no idea. During the break, the man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Okay. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something very intensely. They asked what the witness was sketching when he was detained. He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can only presume that his intention was to capture. Anyway, it's time to drag his pathetic excuse of a human being of an artist before the court. Okay, Loris Doxneem. Hope you're ready to get in here. Did you ever meet the Buds? Oh, not requesting. It was in that Whip is going to see plenty more use today. Ah! The sketch is incompatible with this code. Hey! I was just an artistically rendering. Ouch! You tried to run away from the battlefield. Was trying to hand you a subpoena. A subpoena? A subpoena? Correct? Look, it's nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. Okay. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Okay. Well, to use the technical term called viridian. Viridian? Okay. Is that even a color? Larry, this isn't a star store now, is it? I know, graduated junior high, okay. Look, art is all about working the fields, isn't it? Working the fields? Presuming he wanted to say field work. That's it, thanks buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I tried to stop in here and found a wonderful new model? Her? So, see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. You say so. Expect all your races be red when you realize the mistake. Bright red. To use a technical term, crimson lake. What color are you looking for? Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Kammer. Cross-whipping is a bad cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. Witness, it's all your fault. Well, it's too much for me. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the star that night. I walked out to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. My teacher died on me. I was all alone now. Edgy. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edward, this man seems to have quite a very inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yes, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. We're not touching. Thank you. Not touch. Not touch. We can delve into other details a later time. What you saw? What you saw, Lawrence? Didn't you saw Phoenix? YOLO himself. Larry Buds. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away, but you're pretty pathetic. You cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. It's like, imagine like, you're pathetic. But having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Angie, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you to simply turning away from incidents you create. Wow, you're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Since the beginning of the scene the murder take place as Phoenix Wright reported, thus he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There he has happened to cross a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Huh? Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. Doesn't matter if you change your name. Their eyes will not change. But what do you want me to do then? Change username. What you need to change is your inner self, and for now, what you saw that night. Testify truthfully about this one issue is all I need to know. Edgy? I think I finally woken up! No you didn't, Larry. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. If you say so, Larry. Well, I'm not sure if this will go especially well. Yeah, I thought it will go so much worse. As again then, witness, what did you see on the night of the murder? I went to the shack around 9, so it will have been around 10:30 PM. Okay. I was lying under my bed when a white flash almost blinded me. Lightning. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. It was still home thunder, and I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You're hiding something, Larry. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It burned down and full. It was like me after 3 days stint chasing a girl. It's totally burned out. Like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was that what caused Nick to fall? What do you say? Oh, don't worry. He's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with that name if we should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edward, please commence your cross-examination. You say right away, but exactly how long have your strike was that? The lightning fell and the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly gotta go check this out. How far is this small shaft you went from the bridge? Hold on, well, it had been pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about 5 minutes walk? How did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had to recover a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids make during school camping trips can compare. That's what you thought? Well, should I press in for a little more info? When did you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Reggie? What's with the serious face? Why did you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one will try to tell someone. There's a public phone right in the Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course, I thought of doing that. Oh, so then, let's hear why you didn't. Yeah, okay. My reason is... I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time, okay? Didn't have time? How come you didn't have time? Anyway,
Objection!
You very existent be a contradiction, I'm not sure if I can grasp this or not. What the? Hey, Agi, you make me sound like some sort of alien. An alien will be so much cooler. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory, Master Larry. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and I immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the time of the murder here. According to these, the lightning fell precisely at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to the Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up, and this is falling act. Did he die? This is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time. Ah, excuse me? I have an objection. You do? Haji, how many times I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Louise Luxnin. Yeah? Yosa? Cannot be proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. This is only said around 11. In which case I could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Kama. The slope ahead is slippery. Slippery loop. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. Why not? Because 15 minutes, I think. Alright? Oh no. It's clearly written here in the weather data, bro. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means that... what exactly? Well, I did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until... he did not arrive until the flames had died down. Larry! You arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m, but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. As long as you stop hiding things, you just tell us the whole truth now then. What happened during the missing 15 minutes? I felt like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all. What, hombre? Ora, ora. So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. How do you see that as much as a problem? Yeah, not much as a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then you did not report the accident? Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply watch the bridge burn like an arsonist? Or like, I don't know. Pyromaniac. And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into the space, the wizard didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. And but it's Larry we are talking about, and even he is capable of being so stupid. Which reason there has to be a reason for his inaction, and we'd like to know that in the courtroom. Haji, I think it's about time to go serious with you, dude. As I told, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Not so sure. Yes, I may really say that. Then say it, goddammit. Very well, there are a bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the wizard finally give us the whole truth. And the whole truth is so much worse. For these 15 minutes, God, what were you doing, witness? I'm Doxin, I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up in a frenzy of art. The shock out I was feeling, I transferred all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up. Of course. Miss Bonanassi can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth from the sound of it. Miss Edward, has these removed the last disastrous doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. A very large doubt still remains. What would that be? This is a surprisingly unbelievable story, especially considered the source. So why do you think they needed to hide it from us until now? They tried to drag the reason out of it in... You'll regret this, Edgy. I guess we're going to regret it.
Hold it!
So... sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What? Came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you? Edgy? Do you? You regret this. The sketch... Ah! Enough! Just take ridiculous sketch out of yours already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Sorry, what? What does he intend to appear to be the fastest solution? I'll leave it to you, Miss Edward. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant the sketch is revealed, the entire world may change by what is depicted there. Yes. The whole thing to hell. Harry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I could have imagined it turn out like this. Imagine what? Laurie's Duck's name debut will take place here, today, like this. Ow, ow, ow. Show it now. Okay, but still yourself. This is the word of Laurie's Duck's name. Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, it's better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry! What? The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might. However, much I might want to ignore it, I simply can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris! Iris? And why is it on flame? Maybe she be taking better care of herself. We have to plan out for our future, you know? What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? What? Larry, please answer this next question. Honestly? Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouettes of the defendant flying over the bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you high? Are you high? The girl, she's really high up in this picture. Are you high? Are you stoned, girl? Anna is an artist. Ouch. What was that for? It's also a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent for this. You say so? She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. It has to be some kind of mistake. Miss Edward, please bring the Winters back to downtown Earth. What? Me? Why me? This witness is your friend, is he not? No, I never met him. Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edward. Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Miss Edward, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. I got another reason to remember this morning. Well, what did you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. Get that thing away from me. Hurry up! examine him.
Objection!
Larry, what do you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I do exactly what I saw. I give you a whole dollar that is the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. That might that be that the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardy fool shall foolish statement by equally foolhardy fool. Okay, just fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood. Of course she was. The rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. What the hell? There seems there's a bigger fool in this horde than the one on the defensive bench. Larry, there's something you need to remain aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change the story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? That's rough. What you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just now. Why? Why did Nick have Iris' hood? What? Hey, gee, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick? You dog! That's your problem, of course. Okay, I do believe that this unbelievable mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight to the garbage. What is it now, witness? This feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Eddie, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of these outbursts, witness? I hate to have had to do this, but I have some definite evidence. Definite evidence? Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Loris the Oxney, shall I prove it? I'm going to take you down into Pakistan. Because bad to ask this again. Are you sure they're needing your testimony once again? Tell us anything you know concerning the defendants depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually reality. Okay, I hope you are ready, because I'm going to feed you a whooping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whooping serving of pain this whole time, buddy. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over her. That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere. How boring does know? I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Oh my god. A crystal sphere? This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. There's blood in it. That sphere. Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here. Somewhere looks like about right. And it was how boring the snow. It was pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked up to the bridge. I could accept this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood! What? Blood? You're ready, Edgy! By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. I like the sound of it. No one's going to push me around anymore. You want to call Loris Doxnim only a few minutes ago? You remember that huge amethyst that was being missing, Larry? That night there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who was it, this stupid idiot? Miss Alice Duxney, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I haven't a thought of her. Yeah. And on the other side you can see the familiar looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. Wait a minute, you have a copy, you give it like a weight. Well, anyway, I have one just like that on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. Is this the victim's stuff on the scene of the crime? Ah, the crystal sphere is gone. Wait. What? 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 Wait? Nani? Just what does this mean? If anyone Jumbo flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Alice after all. She was not wearing her hood, more importantly. The crystal spheres found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the ones who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Alex Duxney. A fool alongside another fool, on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, that is rejected. You can't do that, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. This crystal sphere is nothing more than a red herring. Red herring? You honestly believe that? Give it some thought and I'm sure you'll realize it. Well, nice, Edward. Alice Duxney was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case, that is all. Miss Francisca von Kama, the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. Yet you expect us to believe that has nothing to do with the case? That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is a blood on the crystal sphere, isn't it? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. This is the exact same reason that you drew that ridiculous sketch. Wait, you're blaming Buds? What? You mean I'm the killer? No, God! Oh, joking aside, just when these 6 crystal spheres appear near to the foot of the bridge. Unless this can be proven some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. Wait, didn't he say to be covered? She makes a valid point. Didn't he say it was covered by snow? There's no evidence that Alice Decana left the Hazakura temple that night. However, if somehow the crystal sphere can be proven that it had been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to be transformed into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edward. I want your final opinion to the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, my Edward. Can I prove it? Can I prove that crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Can I prove it? Simply prove it. That's the only option. That's what he can do. He will do. That's the way Phoenix Wright will do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. Oh, you will do that? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he's cornered. That should count to us no surprise. Because right now I am Phoenix Wright and I'm indeed cornered. Order you to present your evidence, Miss Edward. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
Take that!
This crystal sphere is what helped bury in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered. That's all I need to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes things quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was very so slightly. Snowing? On the other hand, let's look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? Ora. On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge, and there, something occurred that caused the stuffed crystal sphere to come close. Come loose? What word could that be? This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this juncture. The real crime scene was near at the foot of Dusky Bridge. The murder didn't take place in Hazakura Temple. When a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness, just who is the fool and which part is so foolish in this phone, Kama? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edward? The sisters saw everything. He saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Objection!
That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. The same thing! No, it isn't! No, it isn't! You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that will be when the blade is removed. If that statement is true, then the Dusky Bridge could have really easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You're forgetting one vital thing, my Cedric. At least the oxygen was found in the Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 50 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. It means to suggest someone carried the body all the way. I believed it was the snowmobile. I made it this far, the only place to take these is to that. I just improved that my version of the fancy is perfectly possible. Now, if the defendant is ready, would like to have an explanation, please show us the manner in which the victim body was found.
Take that!
On that snowy night, there is one way the body could have been moved. The snowmobile! Ah! Are you so surprised? As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could have been used to carry a body. Order! Order! Gaya! This is completely unacceptable. Oh, you dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. He's the one who moved the body, doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You are too late, Franziska von Kama, and in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that these cases require further investigation. I really hope that it went smoothly. What? Where was the victim Alice Deoxym really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for, and I finally... Just what does this image mean? You even need to think about it. Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. The witness certainly sees on the lowest possible branches of humanity. Oh. Right to the monkey. However, he will never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. Enamored? He drew this. So it's something that actually happened. The defense stands firm at this point. Edgy, thank you. That settles this then. He cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. Just as I thought, Franziska von Kama, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason, and one only, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to the light. Really? That's what it was all about? But you could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't even... Miles Edward. I don't care about what you were here to. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance have to slip you by. What a shame. This is all your fault. Such a terrible weakness. Ow, ow. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Buns, are you okay? I cannot believe that the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer to the question it raises. Have his own words here today been true or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the episode. There was some interruption, I apologize. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Good lovely bye.